And 12:02 now, we're going to take a look at that forecast with 401 meteorologist Shea Sorenson. It was such a nice morning today, Shea, but it's going to heat up going into our afternoon.
Yeah, it is going to heat up today and this weekend. And this morning was beautiful, but some of you may have noticed a little smoke coming over the Rincons, and there's a reason for that, of course. There's a new fire burning in the Rincon Mountains called the Bolt Fire. We'll have more details on that coming up. But here's a look at a time lapse. You can see a little bit of that smoke throughout this morning and into the early afternoon. I have the red arrow pointed right at that smoke again. So if you notice that, that is why it's called the Bolt Fire. So let's go ahead and check that out. More details there. 75 acres have burned so far. It's 25% contained, and it started yesterday. Of course, the cause under investigation. We'll continue to keep you updated throughout the rest of the day today on the Bolt Fire. But here's a look at current temperatures. It's nice out there, but it is starting to feel a little more uncomfortable. Mainly in the 80s and 90s to the south and southeast. Low 90s in Nogales, sitting at 95 here in Tucson, 92 in Sells, and 94 out towards Ajo. So we are warming things up, of course, but at least it's not super muggy out there, and that tends to make it feel a little more uncomfortable. The air is drier compared to this time yesterday, with dew points mainly in the 30s and 40s. This time yesterday, dew points were more so in the 50s and 60s. But because we've dried out, we are not expecting any storms for today. Maybe a little bit of buildup over the higher terrain out towards the east, but we're not expecting any thunderstorms. So keep that in mind for today. It's going to get a little toasty, pushing to about 97, but this is right around where we should be for this time of year. So really a perfect or near perfect September day. On Saturday and Sunday, though, we are pushing it a little bit more with low 100s for the highs on both Saturday and Sunday. But if you recall last weekend, it is not going to be that hot, of course. We're not breaking records. We're not looking at the hottest day in September or anything like that. So already a better weekend, but be sure to limit time outside, of course, and stay hydrated. Thankfully, these triple digits do not last. It is going to cool down, especially this time next work week. So we'll talk about that coming up.